County deputies and a Mulberry police officer have either been suspended or put on administrative leave while their actions from an arrest are being investigated, and this was all caught on video. A Southall police officer's law enforcement certification has been revoked. You may remember seeing some of this body cam video over the past couple of years. You'll remember back in 2020, Billy Oliver was fired from the department after allegations of excessive force while out on a call. Some of that video, right? A mediator All right, this winter weather also impacting businesses in the area. The Tyson Foods and Randall Road Cornish plant in Springdale will be closed tomorrow. That's right, the officials there tell us they will also not run production tonight. So there's going to be some changes there. Dozens of schools have closed early today. We have a list of all the closings that we're updating as they come in. So real-time updates for you there. You can find it on 5newsonline.com to keep in touch with whether or not your school is open. Experts tell us places like Walmart, Trader Joe's, and now dollar stores will help you stretch that money out a little bit farther when you're buying food.
Boy, do we need that right about now.
Sheesh. Especially if you're trying to eat them eggs. Some eggs are like diamonds.
I'm about my word.
Buy a carton and sell it for a little something on the side on the street.
Justin did a...
is worth, I mean, probably a couple thousand by this point.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
He's
in the
done
pictures.
a lot of work on it. It's really pretty cool.
Use it as a down payment and go, man, all that. Man, all that. Man, sell it, Melissa. Tell the show again.
Turning now to the tragedy at Astroworld in Houston as 8 people died in some sort of crowd surge there.
Yeah, you may have seen some of this video. Take a look at this video. This is all from people who were actually at the event. You've probably seen some of that circulating on social media already. This morning, we're actually hearing from a father and a son from Fort Smith who were actually there, Laura.
We appreciate, but we really need help sooner.
That plea for help comes from Angelica Romero. She lives in Springdale, and her home was severely damaged by the EF3 tornado that ripped through the town more than 45 days ago.
The Red Cross came and tell us about the only help that we can receive is $500 for family, but that's it. And that's all the help that we have. As you see, everything is the same.
Meaning the same damaged houses, same roofs with tarps, same piles of trash out on the curbs, the same dumpsters full of what used to be their lives. Welcome back to 5 News this morning. Now, despite a lawsuit filed against Washington County, the Quorum Court actually passed a resolution praising the actions of the doctor that was hired to treat inmates at the county jail. Now, you'll remember the ACLU of Arkansas actually filed a lawsuit on behalf of 4 Washington County inmates after the sheriff revealed that last August, Dr. Robert Karras was using ivermectin as a treatment for people diagnosed with COVID. Laura can't even hold it in. I'll do it. Good morning, everybody.
Yes, it is appropriate to wear that suit, though, because it's April Fool's
Oh, she got it again.
I'm done. Take off the mic.
It's not even me today. It's Laura.
Zach, come back. I do like the suit. It's good to have you guys with us. It's good to have Zach here. I'm glad that you've stuck it out with us. We're an interesting team.
Well, look, you guys are really pouring it on here lately, so we're not done yet.
Don't worry, I'm going to call the Better Business Bureau and let them know you've been scammed.
Get out of here. This is good. I've got style.
And I'm Ruben Diaz. Hopefully you're waking up in a great mood, ready to have this Tuesday off the right way. I love a good Tuesday morning. I love a good morning anyway. I'm always excited. You know something I didn't know, Laura? Zach Scott is great at impressions. You do a great impression of me, Zach. Let's hear it.
I'm allergic to blueberries.
That was pretty good, Zach. I'll give you that.
Thank you. It's all in the facial expressions, too.
The housing market is still going strong. In fact, nationally, nearly 762,000 homes were sold last year. Here in Arkansas, about 9,500 houses were bought in the last year. Now, while the number of homes being sold continues to grow, so is the disparity between the people who can buy them. In today's special report, I take a closer look at how minorities continue to be behind the curve when it comes to home ownership.
We love the house.
But we just can't afford it. Your first house is always the toughest. Let me get to work.
The American dream has always included the idea of home ownership, the concept that you could own a little piece of the dream, something that you'd worked for, something that could be passed down to your family. But for a large portion of the country, minorities in particular, home ownership is still more of a dream than a reality.
Majority of the wealth in the United States is in home ownership. So if we fix this problem, what would our world look like?
Okay, so what problem is Josh Harmon, owner of Harmon Real Estate, talking about? So let's look at the numbers. According to Zillow data, in the year 2020, out of all of the home loans that people applied for in the state of Arkansas, 38.9% got denied. Now let's take it a step deeper. Of that 38.9% that were denied, 12.9% were white, while black Arkansans were denied at more than twice that rate, 26%. So there's the rub. Black Arkansans are struggling to become homeowners. But what's the solution? Well, the experts agree education is the first step.
We want to, we're okay with doing things on our own, right? So we're okay with figuring things out. But if we get the information, it just makes that process so much easier, because you can honestly work hard and think you're doing the right thing on your own. You're going in the wrong direction.
Josh has already been able to help several young black homeowners in the River Valley, like Jasmine Armington, who walked into one of Josh's first-time home buyer workshops, a single mom with questions. She walked out educated and determined.
I'm like, let me just go just to see what I can learn, because I knew absolutely nothing about buying a house. So when I went to that workshop, I got a lot of knowledge behind it, on what you need to do, the process, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can do this.
That streamlined event that we had essentially was the reason why she was able to, execute and buy a home. And it was one of the better feelings I had, and one of my favorite clients that I've had.
Now that information has changed not only Jasmine's life, but the life of her son as well.
I was actually shocked. And it was like, oh, you're approved. Like, I literally was in tears because I never thought I would be able to own a home. As soon as I signed the paperwork, walked in the house, and I was like, this is mine.
And Josh isn't the only resource out there. In fact, Arvest Bank has started a pilot program called Reach to Enrich. Tammy Roper helps oversee that program.
We want anyone that's interested to come in if they need help. That's our goal. It's no cap. We want to be able to help anyone in the community.
The program is a community outreach effort by Arvest Bank. Now, the concept is to break down some of the cultural barriers that keep minorities from being able to sign on the dotted line.
That is a key point. We are at the forefront of collaborating and trying to funnel and facilitate and get people the right information through the right resources. Bringing the resources to you helps to put you at ease and able to you to hopefully learn without the shame, because we're not singling you out. We're doing it in a group setting.
And believe it or not, that shame, that fear of rejection will often keep people of color from taking the steps needed to own a home.
It's already an intimidating thing, but then you want me to go to sit down with somebody that I don't relate to, doesn't look like me.
Well, that's pride too. It's a lot of pride there, and I know we have our very, our culture is very prideful, but I think if you can do better, why not? Why not do better?
Doing better as a people, as a country, is ultimately the goal, right?
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Making those stats just a thing of the past.
At the end of the day, it's all about just giving the information. And most of the people that show up, when they hear that, hey, you could buy a home with a credit score as low as 580, it's like everything just expands from there.
I mean, we know the information. Why not share that information? That's another key of financial empowerment and literacy, is sharing what you know with someone else.
And Tammy and Josh can be willing to share, but ultimately, it's up to each of us to want that information, the way Jasmine did.
I think they need to have more of them, because a lot of people don't know, hey, what do I have to go through to my process? What steps do I need to take? If I would have never took that class, I feel like I wouldn't have known anything.
More education, more information, and less fear can change a lot more lives in the future. Covering news where you live, Ruben Diaz, 5 News.